Sports NBA action. It's coming up with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've got Derrick Rose, and it's Siakam in at the four-man position. And for Washington, we've got Mobley. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Klay Thompson, and it's Weber in at the four slot. And certainly on paper, this game is something of a mismatch, Doris.
Yes, it is, but it's always dangerous when one team is expected to win by a large margin. Because why? Human nature. Can't skip steps. These are still professional basketball players. That underdog can be a real dog.
Now here's Hardaway. Pass to Hagan. Takes the three. That shot off the mark. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Antetokounmpo with it. Back to Thompson. Weber passes to Bosch. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's stolen by Rose. He goes up. And it's rejected. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And we have to take another look at that block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
And Minnesota with possession here. Hagan's shot is good. Thompson with it. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked Coach what his plan was for trying to slow down Pascal Siakam, and he said to make him into a jump shooter. He does the most damage around the rim, so we want to force him out on the perimeter whenever possible. It's not an easy task by any means. We'll see if they're able to do this. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. About a minute into this first quarter, pass to Mobley. And he buries his first look.
Well, we call that a high percentage shot for Mr. Evan Mobley. He gets after it in there.
Antetokounmpo against Hardaway. Siakam outside. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Rose. The rebound by the Wizards. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Thompson against Rose. Knocks it loose. And it's stolen by Rose. From downtown. Counted from distance.
I'll tell you, defensively, this is a tough task. You can play Rose to try and take it to the rack, and then he pulls it up on you. In the in-between game, what are you going to do?
And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Pass to Bosch. From 7 feet. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Here's Bosch, guarded by Rose. Tries again, and Bosch gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Hagan to the middle. Oh, deflected. They double him with Mobley. There's the three. And another three from Minnesota.
And it just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Yeah, the mid-range is not a go-to for Giannis, but he's always looking to expand his game.
Siakam outside. Here's Hagan. He's got 5. Screen by O'Neal. Down low. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Here's Bosch. Can't cash it in from the high post.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Here's O'Neal. Uses the glass on the layup. O'Neal's got his second bucket on the night.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Here's Bosch. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Mobley, a screen on Hardaway. To the inside. And Mobley throws it down.
If you're going to roll as the screen setter, as Evan Mobley does there, you've got to be able to catch and finish. He does just that.
Now here's Siakam. Siakam, the screen. Pass to Rose. Mobley with the block.
7 feet sneaking shots past Mr. Mobley is not easy. Send it back, Evan.
Here's Hagan. 5 points in the game. Inside. Hardaway, the pass to Siakam. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. The Wizards trail by 4 to the paint. Rose with it. Now Thompson defending. Pass to Hardaway. Paddles through traffic and lays it in. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Pass to Hagan. Here's Rose. To the inside. Hardaway, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Unloads from 13. Good on the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Attention fans, now on the court is your high squad. Make some noise and let them hear it. Who wants a t-shirt? I can't hear you.
Here's Hardaway. Back to Siakam. Pass to Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Here's O'Neal. Blocked! Here's Weber. Defended by Hardaway. Doubled by Siakam. Rose outside. Siakam. Over Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo with the block. Pass to Weber. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
At the line for Washington, Chris Webber. Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He misses the free throw. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Derek White's checked in for Washington. No good on the second free throw. And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Now here's White. Antetokounmpo for 3. Connects from downtown. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points.
That will help your assist numbers if you're Derek White. You can't miss that guy.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offense in transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special.
Unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
Doris, you look at this Washington team. They hit the reset button.
B.A., I am sure that's not an easy decision to make, but I believe it was the right move. Washington was kind of stuck at that play-in level. Now they have a clear focus and direction on the future. May take some time, but I like the plan.
And that one misses. The Wizards trail by 3. White with it, picked up by Rose. White looking it over. Jacks up a 3. O'Neal pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Hardaway. Rose against White. Hardaway from outside. On target from range. Hardaway's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And if you're a longtime Washington Wizards fan, you have to be pining for the glory days, Doris.
And think how far back those glory days were, the 1970s. Back then they made 4 finals and won 1 championship. But since that point, B.A., they haven't even made a conference finals. And yet again, they are in a rebuild. Incredible.
Let's go.
Minnesota with some changes. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for O'Neal. Sabonis comes in for Siakam. And it's Desmond Bane in for Rose. Hayward, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Horford, a screen on Bane. White for three. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Outside Hardaway. Left side Bane. Hardaway finds Bane. 6 on the shot clock. Durant with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Bane, no good. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. They trail by 6. Hayward against Bane. Inside, Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Hardaway, the pass to Barnes. Back to Hardaway. And here's Sabonis outside. Kept alive. The three from Bane. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Hayward with it. Now guarded by Durant. Durant against Hayward. Outside White. Horford passes to Kessler. Over Bane. Kessler, no good.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
To the middle. And the dunk by Durant.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Bane against White. Back to Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Hardaway. Here's Bane. The rebound by the Wizards. Antetokounmpo has got 5 rebounds tonight. Hayward outside. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Graham.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Outside Hardaway. Picked by Sabonis. Hardaway against Antetokounmpo. Hardaway's shot is good. Hardaway's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Bane against White. Back to Antetokounmpo. The 3 is up. Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Barnes. Sabonis with a screen on Hayward. Here's Barnes. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back after this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
Here's Barrett. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then there's Mobley, and it's Weber in at the 4. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Drills it from deep.
Okay, quick shooting from the big fella. Mobley knocking in the jumper.
Rose against Antetokounmpo. Rose, the pass to Hagan. Siakam for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Siakam's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Wizards trail by 8. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Boy, Barrett is a natural-born playmaker, understands when to be aggressive and make the right play.
Here's O'Neal, and he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Well, the Wizards shooting around 50% of the game so far. Barrett passes to Antetokounmpo. Out to the right wing. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Giannis with the jam.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Antetokounmpo with it. Picked up by Rose. It's tipped. Stolen by Siakam. Here's Hagan. And it's off from three-point range. Wizards trail by 6. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. The 3, Barrett. Sloan pulls it in. Minnesota leading by 6. Now here's Rose. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, BA, and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
And he drops it first. The Wizards making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Hardaway's checked in. And so Rose knocks them both down.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Now is the time. Get well and welcome your Wizards Breaker.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Thompson. Here's Bosch. And he's going for the lob. And stolen by Hardaway. Here's Hagan. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You just have to love the aggressiveness.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
And the Wizards with possession here. Following the score by Minnesota. The 3 from Thompson. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Siakam. Here's Hagan. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Wizards trail by 7. Thompson scanning the floor. Here's Weber, defended by Hardaway. Doubled by Siakam. Antetokounmpo outside. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Outside Hardaway. Pass to O'Neal. Antetokounmpo against Hardaway. Back to O'Neal. Out to Rose. Launches a three. Fires in the triple. Rose has got 5 points in the quarter.
A shooter of Rose's skill is just automatic. I mean, he's ready to strike at a moment's notice.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Thompson. Off the mark there with a three. Minnesota leading by 10. Pass to Hardaway. O'Neal inside. Mobley's on him. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here.
At the line for 2.
That one's off. And he can't hit the second. Wizards trail by 10. Here's Bosch. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Bosch has got his second basket of the game.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
Rose outside. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Hagan. This one for three. Knocks it down from distance. Hagan's got 10 points in the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Thompson. And here's Mobley. And here is Antetokounmpo, defended by Hardaway. Pass to Weber. Fires the three. And Hagan pulls it down. Minnesota leading by 11. Now Hardaway. He's got 7. Rose outside. He hits the back iron and sinks it. He's got 10.
When you come off the screen that hard and that fast, so difficult to stay with Derrick Rose.
Antetokounmpo finds Thompson. Here's Bosch. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. The three from Thompson gets rebounded by Minnesota. O'Neal's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now here's Hardaway. Siakam outside. No good with the triple.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Washington again can't hit. Minnesota has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Pass to O'Neal. Over Thompson. That shot is good by O'Neal. O'Neal's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, just late help on the defensive side. I mean, just another breakdown for them.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
Here's Bosch. Inside. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Hardaway. Siakam outside. Pass to Rose. Mobley with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last. The man, the myth, the legend, lethal shooter is in the arena tonight.
And I bet there's some Wizards looking to talk to him. He's a shooting guru, a man who can improve anyone's outside form if they're willing to listen.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Goes up off the inbound. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on White. Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Desmond Bain, 2 shots.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. 17-point game. Screen by Horford to stop the drought. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Of course, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
That's good from White.
We talk about high-effort players. Well, Derek White embodies that very description. Always working hard, always looking to outwork his opponent.
And that's good as he hits both shots. The Timberwolves lead by 15. Outside Bain, back to Hardaway. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And they're able to recover. Sabonis outside. Sabonis with a screen on White. From deep, Bain. It's rebounded by Washington. It's Hayward on the wing. Defended by Hardaway. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Well, Al Horford just goes about his business, and that's an easy opportunity right there.
Hardaway, the pass to Durant. Now here's Bain. He's guarded by White. Lets it go from deep. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 4 rebounds now. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Durant with a rebound. Durant's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Bain, the pass to Durant. Sabonis with it. He's covered by Kessler. The 3 from Barnes. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
Sabonis against Horford. Kessler, a screen on Hardaway. To the inside. And finished off by Kessler.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Outside Bain. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Sabonis. For 3. It's rebounded by Washington. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 7 tonight. Hayward, the pass to Antetokounmpo. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Barnes in the post, guarded by Hayward. Picked by Sabonis. Hardaway, the pass to Sabonis. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Well, Domantas Sabonis, such an efficient, fundamentally sound basketball player. Nice job on the interior.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Pass to Hayward.
2 minutes to
Antetokounmpo against Hardaway. Unloads from 13. Antetokounmpo. Bam! Antetokounmpo's got 6 in the quarter.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
All right, fans, it's dance camp time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
R.J. Barrett, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Substitution on the court.
There's a minute 47 left in the first half of this one. Screen by O'Neal. To the paint. And he jams it home with authority.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Outside Barrett. It's Hayward on the wing. 4-3. He drops it from range.
The three-point shot has opened up and unlocked the entire complete game of Gordon Hayward. That is pretty.
Outside O'Neal. Sabonis, left side. Pass to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Bane. Deflected!
Well, you want the activity and the disruptive ability of R.J. Barrett to be on display. It is right there.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. To the middle. Horford can't hit. The Timberwolves lead by 13. Barnes passes to Sabonis. Back to Barnes. Screen by O'Neal. Down low. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Scotty Barnes is a well-rounded basketball player. Passing is part of that, guys. Pretty pass there.
Hayward for 3. And it goes! He gets it! Wow!
I love to see when those shots go in. Oh, what a miraculous shot. He's going to remember that one.
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And so it's Minnesota now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks. I'm here with Spurs head coach Greg Popovich. Coach, how do you get this team playing so efficiently at the offensive end?
I beg my butt off constantly. It's embarrassing.
At least the begging's paying off, though. Good luck in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Wizards trail by 12. On the court for the Timberwolves, we've got Pascal Siakam, and it's O'Neal in at the 5. Hardaway against Antetokounmpo. And Mobley with the basket on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Mobley's got 9 points.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
Hardaway, the pass to Rose. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 13.
and just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now here's Thompson. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Hagan pulls it down. Rose finds Hardaway to the inside. Siakam, rebound by the Wizards.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And here's Thompson for three. Pass to Weber. Thompson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bosch. And the 10-footer finds the target.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Hardaway, the pass to Siakam. Inside. And Siakam with the slam.
You have to love the aggression right there. He's got the vertical, might as well put it to good use.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Trailing by 13. Mobley deciding where to go with it. To the paint. Antetokounmpo is doubled. Launches it. Buries it from 3.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
The Timberwolves lead by 10. And here's Hardaway. 7 points in the game. Rose outside. Pass to O'Neal. Shoots over Mobley. Mobley with the block. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Thompson. Now here's Mobley. Now Thompson. He shoots a 3. O'Neal pulls it in. Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris. So agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
Here's O'Neal following the score by Washington. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Here's Weber. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Five on the clock. Pass to Bosch. Shoots over Siakam. The bank shot, no good. Minnesota leading by 8. Hardaway with it. He has 7. Rose right side. Oh, a denial. Thompson against Rose. Mobley outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Out to the right wing. The 3 from Thompson. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Hagan's got 4 rebounds in the game. Rose, the pass to Hardaway. Win the drought. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
From deep, Rose. Another miss by Minnesota. The Wizards trail by 8. Antetokounmpo, left side. Tries the spin move. Antetokounmpo is doubled. The 3 from Thompson. Rebound Minnesota. Here's Hagan. 10 points for him. Rose outside. The 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Thompson outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got 8 assists here tonight. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Minnesota making a change here. Sabonis checked in. Back to Hardaway. To in the cold spell. And he lays it up and in. Hardaway's got 9.
What a read from Domantas Sabonis. This guy's passing ability and vision is special.
Pass to Mobley. Here's Weber. Fades back. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Minnesota leading by 7. Now Rose. He's got 13. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Well, working off the pick, you see Rose attracting attention and hits the roller in stride.
The 3 from Thompson. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Now here's Hardaway. He's got 9. Pass to Hagan. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
And the first one at the line is good. So he ggot them both. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. There are far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. 8-point game. Mobley outside. Pass to Bosch. Nifty move. Antetokounmpo outside. 6 to shoot. Thompson, no good. Minnesota leading by 8. Thompson with a steal. Here's Bosch. He's got 9. Hardaway comes with a double. Pass to Weber. The 3-ball. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Here's Hagan. He's got 12. And it's blocked. Antetokounmpo outside. Giannis throws it down.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Pass to Hagan. And here's Sabonis. Now O'Neal, covered by Mobley. O'Neal inside. Mobley's on him. Shot clock at 5. Screen by O'Neal. From deep, Rose. Rebound by Bosch.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now here's Mobley. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Yep, that one's good. And it's now only a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And he lobs it up.
A beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Washington has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. Antetokounmpo outside. 6 on the shot clock. And Bosch gets it to go. Bosch has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Rose outside. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the triple. Rose has got 16 points now.
And at the arc, Rose definitely picks his battles. But when he sees his chance, he knocks it down.
Thompson, a screen on Hardaway. Antetokounmpo for 3. Rebounded, Domantas Sabonis.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Chris Hagan. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Minnesota with some changes. Bain comes in for Rose. And it's Harper in for Hardaway. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Wizards trail by 5. White for 3. 3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from 3-point, and it is on target.
Bain with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Harper. And the shot's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for a shot.
Down low. There's the steal. White against Bain. Pass to Harper. Now here's Sabonis. Outside Bain. From behind the arc. Weber pulls it in. Weber's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's White, guarded by Bain. White, the pass to Horford. Here's Weber. Antetokounmpo inside. Pass to Weber. And he's going for the oop here. Intercepted. Here's Harper. Horford with some nice D. The Wizards trail by 4. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You have to love how tough Al Horford is when he gets deep, low post position. It makes it really hard on the defense.
It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. So both teams changing it up here. Horford hits them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Rose outside. Pass to Bain. Here's Sloan, guarded by Hayward. Here's O'Neal. Lays it up and banks it in. O'Neal's got 6 in the quarter. The third quarter comes to a close. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Klay Thompson is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Mobley, and it's Bosch in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Wizards trail by 6. Antetokounmpo outside. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Here's Hardaway. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. They pin that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Great job drawing the foul. And almost converted the shot as well.
Penny Hardaway taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Wizards. They trail by 6. Pass to Thompson. Mobley, a screen on Rose. Inside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Klay Thompson picks one up.
I tell you, one of these guys who just specializes in drawing contact from the defender. Derrick Rose always attacking.
Two shots. Take a break. Two shots.
And that one falls for Rose. So Rose knocks them both down. Wizards trail by 8. Antetokounmpo outside. Another steal. Hardaway against Thompson. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Mobley, no good.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Antetokounmpo outside. Throws it up high and stolen by Hardaway. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Pass to O'Neal. And here's Sabonis. Here's Hardaway. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis. And now it's a 12-point Timberwolves lead. Boy, they're in a rough patch right now.
Yeah, momentum is definitely not on their side.
Thompson passes to Mobley. Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Hardaway. Thompson, no good.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from three is not the answer.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. And that sends Derrick Rose to the free throw line. Klay Thompson picks one up. Siakam, he's checked in for Sabonis.
Derrick Rose. One shot.
One shot.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Thompson, a screen on Hardaway. Thompson outside. Down low. Another steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's the floater. Siakam outside. Pass to Rose. Here's Hagan. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. Rebound Washington. Antetokounmpo's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Bosh, no good.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And they get it back. Siakam outside. Second chance effort. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, Doris, the last few years, Siakam has gotten back to attacking the rim like he once did.
To me, BA, that's where he's at his best. He's got such length and creativity. You don't want to have to step in his path as a defender. Listen, he knows he's got to shoot the 3, but go to your first strength.
That free throw misses.
I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
And the second free throw is good. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Bosch. Here's Weber. Antetokounmpo outside. Got a piece of it. Thompson against Rose. That one's good for 2. Rose has got 13 in the second half.
That's how he gets on a roll. You better watch out. Rose is having a tremendous night. He's been relentless attacking.
To the middle. Pass to Bosch. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Defended by Hardaway. And here's Thompson for 3. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
Well, the ability to rise and fire off the catch has defined Klay Thompson.
Rose outside. Back to Hardaway. Over Antetokounmpo. Here's O'Neal. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. O'Neal's got 24.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
Pass to Weber. Rejected by Siakam.
Now that's size and length. Pascal Siakam says, not now, not here.
Outside O'Neal. Back to Hardaway. He shoots it. The rebound by the Wizards. Bosch has got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Here's Weber. No good on the triple. Minnesota leading by 17. Rose outside. Outside Hardaway. Another miss by Hardaway.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Thompson. And Hagan pulls it down. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. And Hardaway good for 3. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
Whoa, that man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Pass to Rose. Siakam outside. O'Neal with it. Covered by Mobley. With a 9-footer. Rebound Washington.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
Thompson passes to Antetokounmpo. Mobley outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Weber. Here's Bosch. Releases from the wing and drills it. Bosch has got 11 points here in the second half. Antetokounmpo against Hardaway. And there's the lob. And then Siakam with the jam.
Boy, you can see how big this guy plays inside. Siakam, tremendous vertical.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Pass to Weber. Mobley outside. Now Antetokounmpo, defended by Hardaway. Goes up at the elbow. Antetokounmpo, that's good. Antetokounmpo's gotten 4 this quarter.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Siakam outside. Hardaway against Antetokounmpo. Pass to O'Neal. There's the double with Thompson, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
5th team foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Shaquille O'Neal. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first. Derek White's checked in for Washington. That one misses. Wizards trail by 19. Thompson passes to Antetokounmpo. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And for the Wizards, they're shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. Pass to Weber. Shoots over Siakam. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Rex Weber. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Minnesota leading by 19. Hardaway, the pass to Rose. Now here's Hardaway. Siakam for 3. Sinks the tray.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Right side White. Over Rose. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Outside Hardaway. Here's O'Neal. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Timberwolves, Shaquille O'Neal.
Take a break.
Taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Washington has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. The 3 from Thompson. Washington gets it back. And that one's good. Weber.
Well, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Minnesota leading by 21. Here's the pick. Hardaway from outside. Thompson pulls it in. And the Wizards shooting a solid 47%. Thompson, a screen on Hardaway. And it's Antetokounmpo off the drive. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Mobley against Hardaway. Rose. The shot's good. Rose has got 25 points in the game.
Well, absolutely fearless. And this is one thing you can say about Derrick Rose. He's never had trouble converting in the painted area.
Pass to Mobley. Here's Antetokounmpo. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Antetokounmpo has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Timberwolves.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
B.A., the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And Mobley throws it down.
Seeing that play develop ahead of time, hits his man in stride.
Antetokounmpo against Hardaway. Siakam outside. Pass to Hagan. And here's O'Neal. From deep, Rose. There's another rebound. And he hauls in his 20th rebound.
Oh, just dominating the glass. And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Here's Weber. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Chris Webber, taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Hardaway against Antetokounmpo. Siakam outside. And there's the drive. And rejected. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
"11 seconds left in the game. 4 on the clock. Shoots it from the corner. Washington with a rebound. And here's White. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Hey there, I'm here with Pascal Siakam. The shots were falling for you tonight. How'd you like the flow offensively?
I like it. You know, we play for each other like we always do. Move the ball around, get the open shots. And today, they went in, so we got to continue to play.
It's helpful when it goes in. Thanks so much, Pascal.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.